Java Dog.
Hey, I'm Chris Kieseker with Java Dog Coffee. We're standing here inside the Java Dog Coffee bus inside our fully operational coffee house inside the bus. So let's start off with the coffee. I'm a master roaster. We do all of our own coffee. We blend all of our own coffee. This particular coffee that we're using today for espresso is Howlin' Dog. Believe it or not, we've got 4 different types of espresso, but this one is the most popular and is probably the best overall all-around coffee from the standpoint that it doesn't break down real easily in milk. You can still, when you do your cappuccino or latte, it's still a nice coffee flavor in the background. But as a standalone, something that you're going to want to drink just sipping your espresso maybe in the morning, it comes out very, very well. It's got a good Italian style type of sweetness, complexity, and bite to it that is just right there. I'm very happy with this formulation. It's something we've been working on for a long time. So we've got our coffee in here. I thought we'd grind a little bit up. It's good to make sure that you always grind just enough for what you're going to use. You want to keep your coffee whole bean as long as you can. It keeps it fresher. We've got our coffee. We're ready to rock. We've got it ground so that it's nice and fine. You're going to find that the properly ground coffee is very consistent, packs well. You don't want to over grind it to where it's too fine. Of course, if it's too coarse, the water will just flow right through there. So it's got to be just about right. And sometimes that's not always easy, but you have to play with the settings until you get the coffee just right, because we want to extract in a window of about 18 to 25 seconds, giving people room for maneuvering here as to whether they want a short shot or they want kind of a medium or even a long shot. What we're going to do is we're going to pull this coffee handle out of here. Again, as I was saying, the machine is nice and hot, but we also want this handle to be hot. We want to make sure that when we extract coffee, extraction is all about keeping your coffee and the water that's hitting the coffee at around between 195 to 205 degrees. We don't want it boiling, but we want it just below 212, so around 205, 195 to 205 is really good. The handle is hot. We want to make sure that the rim of this handle is clean. It'll save your gasket in the long run. It's just like running your hand through a flame. As long as you don't keep your hand on there, you're not going to get burnt. Okay, let's pull a shot. Tamp it. Lock the handle in, and away we go. If your espresso grind is right on target, you'll notice that the stream of the extracted coffee will bend backwards. It almost has a syrupy quality. You notice that we're getting an awful lot of crema, which is what we look for. We want crema to have a sweet, kind of buttery taste to it, and typically great espresso will wind up having a nice head on top of the extracted coffee, just like we had with this. We've got our espresso shot, and we got a nice good pour out of this. Ed, you want an espresso?
Sure.
After you get done, one of the things you want to make sure to do is go ahead and knock your puck out. Yeah, this is called a puck. Be careful. It is hot. If it hits you, it's going to burn you. If it's done just right, it'll look dry. There won't be any water sitting on it. You will have gotten full extraction from this thing, and when you knock it out, it's gone. So that is set properly. We got the grind just right. We got a good extraction. We're going to lock the handle back in. One of the reasons why we want to clear that handle out is because there's acids and oils in the coffee that if you allow that to sit on the handle, it's going to coat the metal basket in here. It's going to create, over time, a more bitter taste because of the oils going rancid, that type of thing. So you want to try and keep that handle as clean as you can all the time. Don't use soap. Just use water, clean it out. Sometimes we use Java Clean to clean it out, which rinses off completely. But don't use just standard detergents, because what happens is the soap actually attaches itself to the stainless. So, should we do a cappuccino? Huh?
Java Dog.